Hi guys, welcome to my review about the Gitup Git2 action camera. I'm not providing any sample regarding the camera quality. There are many samples already out there in the web. So I think it's one of the best video qualities, and it is similar to the SJ-Cam S6 or something like this, S6 Legend, which is the newest, and it's very comparable to the quality of that camera, which is more or less the highest standard in this price range. So it's even when it's out there on the market for about 1 year or one and a half years, it's still one of the best cameras. It's really decent quality. It has a nice screen, which you'll see when you turn it on. You can press the front button for some time and then you see it starting. So yeah, it's not the biggest screen. The SJ-Cam has a little bit larger screen and it has a touch screen. This one doesn't have touch screen, but when you use the waterproof case, there's no use of the touch screen anyway, so you just have the buttons. The thing is, it's one of the only complaints I have. Most of the points I have are really positive. There are a few things which are negative, and these are the that it has only 3 buttons to control everything. So here we have turn on, turn off, and here we have some settings. We go activate settings and so on, and here if you want to change settings, it's usually on top. So and when you want to step through the options, it's usually this button which you have to press. So it's not too difficult. You get used after a few minutes, or at least after a few hours. It's very consistent regarding the menu functions, but the only thing is you have to go through all the menus. If you miss one menu, you have to go around in cycles. You can't step back. So there's actually one button missing. You need forward and reward, or up down, something like that, and then you need 2 buttons, and here you have just 1 button. So you will need a little bit more time to set or adjust settings than with a camera with 4 buttons. But I don't know, it was a decision they made, and maybe they tried to reduce the amount of buttons in the case where you always can have leaks or something like that. So anyway, we start with the what I was telling you. It has just 3 buttons, which is a little bit negative. It doesn't have a touch screen, but it's not so bad. But it doesn't have also distortion correction. It does not have any correction regarding this, and when you look at the picture, you can easily see some quite heavy distortion on the left or right side. Hope you can see that. So maybe you can see it here. This is straight, and you can see on the side. Okay, so it's bent really heavily, so it has some heavy fisheye. When it goes to the middle of the picture, it's not a problem. When it goes to the side, then you have this really heavy fisheye distortion, which yeah, can't be corrected in real time. So yeah, with other cameras you will have this. Of course you can do the correction afterwards, it's not such a problem. I don't know if it's really a big disadvantage, but I actually like to have it in real time. But of course it can use a lot of battery power and reduce the life time or the runtime of the battery. This camera has actually really good battery runtime. I have seen sometimes recording for 2 hours. It depends on the video resolution and the amount of frames, but of course, yeah, but it can go up to about 2 hours, which is not bad. So okay, now I start a little bit with the menu, so you can see, yeah, how the menus work. Usually you start, you start it here. Usually you have a quick release on the top. If you activate that, you can just, when it's turned off, you can start here, you can click, and then it starts capturing video automatically, like instantly after a few seconds. I can do that. I will shut it down. Now I start the instant video. We'll see how long it takes. So it's, yeah, and now it's recording already, or it's supposed to be. Strange. It's blinking, so it's actually recording. Why doesn't it show a time? It's yeah, okay, the problem is that I have set time lapse. Okay, yeah, so I will turn it on like normal with the front button, and now we can go through all the menus. There are four like main menus, like the camera menu, the playback menu, the setting menu, and the video menu. And all you to change this, you have to press this button. Okay, now we start with the settings. Okay, if you want to change the settings, you press here, I think. Yeah, okay, top. And then we have the quick capture. That means, yeah, you can press on the top, and then it automatically starts recording video. Okay, so, and then if you want to go through all the menus, you have to press on the front. So I press front. That's the beep. You can just beep on, beep off. I selected the off. It was a little bit annoying to have all these beeps. Image rotation, I don't see what happens. I mean, all the menus are flipped. I don't see the usage of this, but if you want that, on screen info, you see, yeah, three options. I can't tell you what exactly it is. Car mode, automatic start. You can start, I think it's the gyro sensor, then which will activate the recording when your car moves along. Custom timestamp, I don't know how you can set that. Yeah, that's a text stamp on your picture, probably. LED status. Okay, not so difficult. Screen automatic sleep. You have 1 minute, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, or off. Yeah, I selected 1 minute. So auto power off. You have different options as well. date time setting. Oh, sorry. Yes, languages. You have some different languages. I keep English, of course. Frequency, this is probably the video frequency. TV mode, Wi-Fi mode. You need this is AP mode, which you need when you want to access with your mobile phone. That's the access point mode. And Wi-Fi auto start I have selected for off because it was always annoying. It's a pain when you have auto on, so you can press long here and then it will the Wi-Fi will start anyway. So, and to turn off, long press here again. RC pairing, there's a remote control, and USB mode I have selected for the mass storage. You can format the micro SD card here, because that's a good thing, because most of the SD cards, micro SD cards, are in the wrong format anyway. So when they come, or when you select default setting on your computer, it will have the wrong cluster size anyway. So okay, if you use that, it will work. That's good. So default setting for everything and versions. So that's it. If you want to go back, then press here on the side. So that was the general setting. If you want to change the video settings, press on the side, and then you can see the different video resolutions. But you can't go back, or so it is always just forward. It's cycling through all the different options. So I have selected usually 1080p with 30 frames. Next is loop recording, audio level. When you use the case, of course, you use high. In general, the audio recording is not so bad. It's really good. Of course, with the case, it's limited. Timestamp, you don't want to see the timestamp on the video. Here we have the video time lapse, different options. 1 frame per 100 milliseconds, and then it goes up to 1 frame per 1 minute, 10 minutes. Yeah, okay, that's it. So I have set it off now, so I can start the video recording by pressing this button. Otherwise, it will just start the time lapse. That works really good. The only complaint about that was when you have you can select automatic picture in recording, then it will also make a picture from time lapse, which doesn't make any sense actually in my from my point of view. But this is the function I was talking about, the video snapshot. I have set it for 10 seconds, so it will make a picture for every 10 seconds when you are taking a movie. It makes sense when you're taking a movie, but from my point of view, it doesn't make sense when you make a time lapse. So, but I keep it, so I will throw away the pictures I don't need. The automatic white balance, he has menu button functions. You can I think this button, you can set what you want to have. I have nothing, so okay. Then you have the exposure correction, shutter speed, ISO modes, different. You can see, hold on a second, then you can see which modes are available: 50, 100, 200, 400, 800, 1600, or automatic. So color different contrast, gyro stabilization. Of course, I have selected on because it's one of the best gyro stabilizations that are available. These are dynamic range extend. I mean, some kind of wide dynamic range. It should provide a little bit better pictures in high dynamic range situations. I have it on, and I'm very pleased with the result. So slow motion you can have up to 8 times. Yeah. Sharpness, you can choose different kind of sharpness, and metering, center spot, core, average. Yeah. Okay, wide angle, you can have narrow angle, wide angle. That's it. Bit rate, yeah, of course you will have larger video files than motion detection. I don't know if it really works. I've seen some complaints about that. And G sensor off, I mean, you can turn it on. So in every time your camera moves around and the G sensor finds some activation, then it will start recording the video. So I have it off. Yeah, of course. So that's it regarding the video settings. If you want to leave that, you have to press on the right side. So next we press again the front button, and then we go to the camera mode, and on the right side we have the options as well. We can have different image sizes, as you see, then shutter speed, different shutter speed for the pictures, but usually you will use automatic, of course. Timestamp, yeah, usually you won't need that. So time lapse with the picture mode, in camera mode. I mean, usually you will do the time lapse in the video mode and not in the camera mode, because in the camera mode you have to join all the pictures in external software to a movie. Yes. Self timer, you have 3, 5, 10, 15, 30 seconds or off. Again, the brightness correction, not many settings, but you see the main problem, it's cycling. You can just cycle through all these settings. You can't go forward and back. That's a little bit of pain. The ISO mode also, color, different colors, contrast, automatic white balance, custom white balance, capture mode. You can have single or a 3 picture sequence, 10 sequence. Yeah. Yeah, for like sports or something like that. Sharpness, I have normal, but you can have different options as well. Metering, center, spot, KDV, average, same as you have on the video options, and raw photo mode. I don't know if anybody wants that. I mean, this is no high quality camera. This is action camera, but this is not like you can't make high quality pictures like on mirror camera or like full frame chip camera, something like that. So that's it. I have 8 megapixel. If you want to leave the menu again on the right side. So now we are here on the preview mode. I mean, not preview, like it's a playback mode. I can't tell you what it is. Probably you can, when you press, obviously it shows some information about the picture on the right side. Yeah, you have the different options. You can delete, you can play, or you can delete or lock, or yeah, that's it. So probably when I press on the top it will play. So yeah, that's it. Yeah, not so many functions, also probably due to the limited amount of buttons. So if we press again on the front, it will come back to the system settings where we started. So if we start recording, you can see what it's being displayed. Yeah, of course, video resolution, time which is available for video recording because of the size of the SD card. You have the time and date. You have indication if it's stabilized and the battery which is left. If you start, it changes so that you can see how long the video is recording already. The other things are unchanged. Okay. If we go to the camera mode, you can see how many pictures are available. Based to the size of the SD card, it says also the dimensions of the tells you the dimensions of the picture, date, time. Yeah, so I found it takes a little bit of time to make a picture. I don't know if it's only in the display here or it's really on the camera. I have to find out. So it's a little bit annoying when you press and it takes almost 2 seconds to come back. I mean, it's only 8 megapixel, so it shouldn't take too long to write everything to the SD card. So here is, so I shut it off. Anyway, here you have connections. You can see the USB to charge and connect as a web camera or mass storage. Here you have the HD, I think it's HDMI cable, and here you have the microphone, and one of these I think is also being used as a connector to the external microphone, which is a great plus. If you want good quality of sound recording, then you need an external microphone, and this it's one of the only action cameras that provides an external microphone. So yeah, there's not so much more to say. I turn it off and I will remove the SD card so you can see how it works. It's okay, it's not perfect slot, but it's okay. If you want to take it out to transfer your pictures to the computer, you can do that. So I've done this 100 times and it was never a problem, but usually maybe it's easier if you use this cable. No, I have the wrong cable, but it's not a micro USB cable, it's a mini USB cable. I don't know why they have decided for a mini USB cable. It's a little bit of pain because mostly you have micro USB, but it's okay so far. Here you can see everything again, and here we have the camera case which comes with the Pro edition. It's easy to put it in, close it, and turn this wheel to make it waterproof. Sometimes it's a little bit difficult. It's somewhere it has some, I don't know, sometimes it's a little bit easier, sometimes it's a little bit harder, but mostly it works good. So you press it together and turn it clockwise, and sometimes it makes a little bit strange noise. I'm Yeah, I was fearing sometimes that it will break, but it didn't. It was never a problem. And I used it a lot in the water, and it was never a problem. It was always perfectly tight, so no water leaks, nothing. I have been using it underwater for maybe up to half a minute or so, no problem, and maybe up to 3 feet or so. It was no problem at all. So, and when you want to open, just pull this back to this side. So you pull it a little bit, and the same time you pull it, you turn it counterclockwise. So it's actually very easy. And yeah, so here you see the opening, and when it's here, when it's aligned with this thing here, then you can open it easily and take it out and connect and charge and whatever you need. So yeah, I've been using that for about 1 week, and it's really, it has been yeah, really good. I mean, not many complaints. It takes quite a while to charge, maybe 2 hours or so, and it doesn't have the distortion correction, it doesn't have touchscreen, but apart from that, the video and photo quality is really decent for such a cheap action camera, so not many complaints about that. Why did I buy this? The thing is, it's still a really good camera. It has decent video quality, picture quality, but the price came really down last couple of weeks or months. So it's a very good buy. It was a little bit more expensive, now it's a little bit cheaper, so it's still a very good buy. If you want a new one from a different brand which has about the same quality, you have to pay more. So of course it's new, they are newer, but do they have to be better? I don't know. Most of the videos say this is still one of the best cameras. It doesn't have the best screen, of course, it doesn't have touch screen, but it's really good visible also in direct sunlight, so no complaint. And it has only 3 buttons, that's it. So apart from that, it's really great. I can only recommend that. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you like the video, give me thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, see you next time.